Arsenal Daily Talk, breaking news. Today's Arsenal transfer update could be one of the most significant we've covered this summer because several deals appear to be connected. If one player leaves, another could arrive almost immediately while Arsenal continue to chase one of their dream signings. Welcome back to Arsenal Daily Talk, your number one destination for the latest Arsenal transfer news, breaking updates, match analysis, and everything happening at the Emirates. If you love Arsenal as much as we do, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's dive straight into today's massive Arsenal news. Come on, you Gunners. The biggest headline concerns Belgian international Leandro Trossard. According to the latest transfer reports, Trossard is edging closer to a move to Turkish giants Beşiktaş. While the transfer has not yet been officially confirmed, negotiations are reportedly progressing well, and there is growing confidence that the deal can be completed if the final details are agreed. For Arsenal supporters, this is emotional news. Trossard has never been the loudest player in the dressing room. He has never demanded headlines every week. But whenever Arsenal needed someone to produce a special moment, Trossard often delivered. Since arriving from Brighton, he has quietly become one of Mikel Arteta's most dependable attacking players. Whether starting on the left wing, playing as a false nine, or coming off the bench to change a match, Trossard consistently gave Arsenal another attacking weapon. Many supporters still remember his brilliant performances during the title race. His intelligent movement, quick passing, and clinical finishing helped Arsenal win difficult matches against stubborn opponents. He has scored crucial Premier League goals, produced important assists, and shown the composure that every top club needs during a long season. But football moves quickly. Arsenal are no longer simply trying to qualify for the Champions League or challenge for the Premier League. Arteta wants to build a squad capable of winning the Premier League and the Champions League in the same season. That ambition means every position is constantly being evaluated. Although Trossard has performed well, Arsenal believe this summer could be the perfect opportunity to refresh their attack with younger players who can contribute for many years. Reports suggest Beşiktaş see Trossard as the ideal signing to strengthen their squad. They value his experience at the highest level, his versatility, and his proven ability to deliver goals. For Trossard himself, regular first-team football could also be an attractive opportunity. At Arsenal, competition for attacking places has become extremely intense. Bukayo Saka remains one of the first names on the team sheet. Gabriel Martinelli continues to improve. Kai Havertz can play in several attacking roles, and Arsenal are actively searching for even more attacking reinforcements. That means Trossard could find his playing time reduced if new signings arrive. From Arsenal's perspective, selling an experienced player while his market value remains strong would also provide extra funds to invest elsewhere in the squad. And this brings us to the next major development. If Trossard leaves, Arsenal are not planning to enter the new season with fewer attacking options. Instead, reports indicate that Arsenal have already identified a potential replacement, and his name is Christos Tzolis. The Club Brugge winger has enjoyed an outstanding campaign in Belgium and has quickly become one of Europe's most exciting young attackers. Scouts from several elite clubs have monitored his progress throughout the season, but Arsenal are believed to be among the clubs showing the strongest interest. So why are Arsenal so interested? First, Tzolis offers something slightly different from Trossard. He is explosive. He loves running directly at defenders. He attacks space with incredible speed and confidence. Whenever he receives the ball in wide areas, his first instinct is to drive forward and create danger. That aggressive style could perfectly suit Arteta's tactical system. Arsenal often dominate possession against teams that defend deep inside their own half. Breaking down those defensive blocks requires players who can beat defenders one-on-one. Tzolis has shown exactly that ability throughout his career. He is comfortable using either foot, can score from inside or outside the penalty area, and creates numerous chances for teammates through dangerous crosses and cutbacks. His versatility is another major attraction. Like Trossard, he can operate on the left wing. He can also play on the right when needed. In certain tactical situations, he can even play through the middle as an attacking forward. That flexibility is exactly what Arteta values. Modern football demands players who can perform multiple roles depending on the opponent, and Tzolis appears capable of doing exactly that. age is another important factor. Unlike Trossard, who is already an experienced international, Tzolis still has enormous room for development. Joining Arsenal would allow him to work under one of Europe's most respected young coaches. Arteta has already transformed several talented players into world-class stars. Bukayo Saka, William Saliba, Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli. Many supporters believed Tzolis could become the next player to reach another level under Arteta's guidance. However, signing him will not be easy. Several clubs across Europe are monitoring his situation, and Club Brugge know they possess one of their most valuable assets. Any deal would likely require significant negotiations. Arsenal must also decide whether Tzolis becomes their primary signing, or whether he joins alongside another major attacking target. And that brings us to the biggest name still on Arsenal's shortlist, Morgan Rogers. Reports continue to describe the Aston Villa star as Arsenal's #1 priority to strengthen the attack. Could Arteta actually sign both Rogers and Tzolis this summer? We'll break down the latest negotiations, explain why Arsenal believe Rogers could become a future superstar, and reveal how both players could completely transform the Gunners' attack in Part 2. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Arsenal breaking news update. Come on, you Gunners! Arsenal Daily Talk. Breaking news. If you're enjoying this transfer update, make sure you subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, leave a like, and tell us in the comments which signing would transform Arsenal the most: Morgan Rogers, Christos Tzolis, or Bruno Guimaraes. Come on, you Gunners! Arsenal Daily Talk, breaking news. Welcome back, Gunners! If you've made it this far, you're hearing about one of the most fascinating transfer windows Arsenal have had in recent years. In Part 1, we discussed Leandro Trossard's potential departure and why Christos Tzolis has emerged as a serious candidate to replace him. But now let's focus on the player who reportedly remains Mikel Arteta's dream attacking target, Morgan Rogers. Despite Arsenal's interest in Tzolis, reports continue to suggest that Morgan Rogers is still the club's #1 priority to strengthen the attack this summer. The Aston Villa star enjoyed a breakthrough season, and his performances have caught the attention of some of Europe's biggest clubs. But it is Arsenal who are believed to be pushing hardest to bring him to the Emirates. So why does Arteta admire Morgan Rogers so much? The answer lies in his versatility. Unlike many wingers who can only play in one position, Rogers is capable of operating on the left wing, the right wing, as an attacking midfielder, and even as a centre-forward when required. That tactical flexibility is exactly what Arteta demands from his attacking players. Modern football is no longer about having 11 starters. The biggest clubs build squads with quality in every position so they can compete in 4 competitions throughout a long season. Rogers fits that philosophy perfectly. Standing over 6 feet tall, he combines strength with excellent technical ability. He is comfortable carrying the ball over long distances, can beat defenders in one-on-one situations, and has the vision to create opportunities for teammates. Perhaps most importantly, Rogers has shown that he performs well under pressure. Whether playing in the Premier League or European competition, he has displayed maturity beyond his years. That is why Arsenal are prepared to invest heavily in the England international. However, completing this transfer will not be easy. Aston Villa have made it very clear that they do not want to lose one of their most valuable players. Rogers is seen as a cornerstone of their future, and Villa know that replacing him would be extremely difficult. Because of that, negotiations are expected to be complicated. Villa are reportedly demanding a very high transfer fee, and Arsenal will need to decide whether they are willing to meet that valuation or continue negotiating over the coming weeks. This is where the possible sale of Leandro Trossard becomes especially important. If Arsenal receive a substantial fee for Trossard, those funds could help finance a move for Morgan Rogers, while also allowing the club to continue strengthening other areas of the squad. In other words, one transfer could unlock another. But here's the exciting question many Arsenal supporters are asking. Could Arsenal actually sign both Morgan Rogers and Christos Tzolis? The answer is yes. It remains a realistic possibility. Although both players can play on the left wing, they offer completely different qualities. Many Arsenal supporters have worried that Saka has sometimes looked fatigued because of the lack of reliable rotation options. Although Newcastle remain determined to keep their Brazilian star, reports continue to suggest Arsenal admire him enormously and would welcome the opportunity to bring him to North London if circumstances change. Bruno is widely regarded as one of the Premier League's finest midfielders. He combines defensive intelligence with outstanding passing ability, leadership and technical quality. His ability to dictate the tempo of matches makes him one of the most complete midfielders in Europe. Imagine a midfield featuring Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard and Bruno Guimaraes. Rice would protect the defence, Bruno would control possession and progress the ball through midfield. Odegaard would create chances in the final third. On paper, that trio could compete with almost any midfield in world football. However, Arsenal know this deal would require significant investment, and Newcastle are under no pressure to sell unless an exceptional offer arrives. So while the interest remains genuine, supporters should remember that this transfer is still far from being completed. As this fascinating transfer window continues, Arsenal could still be involved in several major deals before the deadline. Will Morgan Rogers finally become a gunner? Can Christos Tzolis replace Leandro Trossard? And is there still hope that Bruno Guimaraes could one day wear the famous red and white shirt? We'll answer those questions, discuss Newcastle's signing of Arsenal Academy youngster Kieran Thompson, reveal Arteta's possible starting 11 if these transfers happen, and give our final verdict on Arsenal's summer business in Part 3. If you're enjoying this transfer update, make sure you subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, leave a like and tell us in the comments which signing would transform Arsenal the most, Morgan Rogers, Christos Tzolis or Bruno Guimaraes. Come on you Gunners!